The ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia has captured global attention, with President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine and President Vladimir Putin of Russia at the forefront of this crisis. Zelensky, a former comedian-turned-leader, has rallied his nation and garnered international support, while Putin's aggressive stance has raised concerns about regional stability. President Zelensky's push for Ukraine's inclusion in NATO stems from his belief that membership is vital for the nation's defense against Russian aggression. He argues that joining NATO would provide Ukraine with essential military support and security guarantees, bolstering its sovereignty. However, NATO's refusal to extend an invitation could have dire consequences, potentially leaving Ukraine vulnerable to further incursions and emboldening Russia. Meanwhile, President Putin has consistently demanded that NATO halt its expansion eastward. President Trump's warning to Putin emphasized the need to prevent negative outcomes for Russia during his presidency, suggesting that he sought a cooperative relationship rather than confrontation. Trump's assertion highlighted his belief that engaging with Russia could lead to stability, yet it also raised concerns about the implications for the current geopolitical climate. His statements may have inadvertently emboldened Putin, as they reflect a perception of U.S. leadership that is inconsistent and unpredictable. This inconsistency influences how Putin navigates international relations, potentially leading him to underestimate U.S. resolve. Dan Hoffman offers valuable insights into Putin's strategy, suggesting that the Russian leader is motivated by a desire to restore Russia's influence and assert dominance in the region. Hoffman believes that the continuation of the war is driven by Putin's unwillingness to accept defeat, viewing it as essential to his political survival. Putin's long-term goals in Ukraine include the desire to install a puppet regime that aligns with Russian interests, effectively undermining Ukraine's sovereignty and independence. This ambition poses significant challenges to achieving a peaceful resolution, as it directly contradicts the aspirations of the Ukrainian people for self-determination and democratic governance. The ongoing conflict is further complicated by the deep-seated mistrust between Russia and the West, making negotiations difficult. To test Putin's willingness for peace, the U.S. and its allies can leverage various tools, including sanctions and military support. Economic sanctions have already been effective in pressuring Russia, and the introduction of secondary sanctions could further isolate the Kremlin by targeting entities that support its actions. This could significantly impact Russia's economy and its ability to sustain the war effort. Additionally, military aid to Ukraine remains crucial in the current conflict, as it empowers the Ukrainian forces to defend their sovereignty and deter further aggression. By maintaining a robust support system for Ukraine while applying strategic pressure through sanctions, the U.S. and its allies can create conditions that may encourage Putin to consider diplomatic avenues for resolution. We encourage you to engage with this content by subscribing to our channel for more insights on these important topics. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends and family who may also benefit from this information. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable content and fosters a community of informed viewers.